nacho cheese Doritos, or not Doritos, nacho cheese, chili, and chips, paleo style. And so I tried out flaxseed crackers last night, and they're good. I like them. I don't like flaxseed as a tortilla, at least from the equipment I have. I don't have uh, a non-stick iron skillet, so maybe have to have that to make a good flaxseed tortilla. But I do like the crackers, which I baked in the oven for 25 minutes. So I'm going to make the crackers and also mix together the cheese and chili. And then dip the crackers into the cheese and chili. So first, I'm going to start cooking a half of a cup of assorted dried vegetables in the melted cooker. And this is a mixture of equal parts of white onion, mushrooms, broccoli. Oh, I have the list. I don't remember offhand. Celery, red and green bell peppers, cauliflower, white mushrooms, carrots, and cabbage. So I'll measure out a half of a cup of the assorted dried vegetables. And pour them into the melted cooker pot. And add 1.5 cups of plain water. And a pinch of salt to the water. Himalayan pink. And I'll stir it and heat it on manual for, well, last night it took 30 minutes for some reason. So sometimes it takes all 30 minutes. So I'll just give it enough time and watch it to see if all the waters evaporated or not. And 275 Fahrenheit. I think it might have been because I was washing clothes and maybe the moisture from the water made it take longer for the water to evaporate from the vegetable mixture. Let's see. Okay. So I'm also going to make the crackers. And how I do that is the same way I made the tortilla, except I baked them. It's the only difference. You don't really have to use hot water. I found the flaxseed cracker recipe calling for just plain water. It can be cold water. So I'm not going to worry about the temperature of the water that I add to the flaxseed meal. I'm just going to add plain cool water to 1 cup of ground flaxseeds. Now it might matter when you make the tortilla, but only if you have the right equipment. So I'm not going to try to make a good flaxseed tortilla ever again. I've tried so many times. It's just not gonna work. Every time I get the consistency right enough for it to fold or curl up, it's just terrible tasting, like mush. So I'm not gonna try. If I ever have an iron skillet, then maybe I'll try again. Let's see, do I have any ground? Oh, I've got a fridge now, so I'm storing things right in the fridge. Forgot. Okay, I'll measure out 1 cup of ground flaxseeds. If I don't have enough, I'll grind more. Okay, I need more, so grind up more. And I'll store the rest for later. It's a coffee grinder. It grinds other things. Or a blender can grind them too. But I always bring my blender, so I don't even bother trying to have one. So 1 cup of ground flaxseeds and let's see, what is there, guys? 1/2 of a cup of water, and the recipe. And 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. Then I'll stir it up. Thoroughly. I'll start preheating the oven. What I did was put a rack in and then had 2 layers of crackers, but the bottom layer didn't get as crispy as the top. So this time, I think I'll still add the rack, but instead of adding a layer beneath the rack, I think I'll just layer the 2 pieces of flaxseed, both wedged between 2 pieces of parchment paper. So I'll preheat at 350 Fahrenheit and set it for 25 minutes. And then I'll keep mixing the flaxseeds and water and salt. Oh, it's not really time to preheat because I'm really supposed to let the flaxseeds sit for 10 years. Well, it might not matter. Maybe I won't do that this time and see if it still works anyway. I'll keep stirring my vegetables. There's nothing to do while the flaxseeds are just sitting there. Oh, the eggs though. How am I going to include eggs and chips and chili cheese? Maybe I'll just eat eggs on the side with cured eggs, maybe. And add some of the chips to the fried eggs, like toast and everything. It's good and stiff now, so I think I'll knead it into a ball. None of the recipes said to knead it, so this is different than anyone else has said to do. It's starting to get puffier. It's supposed to get fluffier and sticky. to make the flaxseeds absorb all the water. Maybe I will let it sit for 10 minutes to get it good and puffy, so I'll go ahead and lay it on it. I can just let it sit there. The vegetables are getting drier faster this time, so it must have been the clothes lotion that lengthened their drying time. So I'll wait 10 minutes or so for the dough ball to rise a little. Well, in the meantime, I can start getting the tomato sauce. Well, that's just tomato paste plus water into the flour, but then, well, the spices aren't really all that much. There's really nothing to do in the meantime, the eggs, I'll fry those later so they won't get cold. So when the chime reaches 13 minutes, then they'll probably be done with half of the cooking, and then I'll add tomato paste and more water and spices. I'll make it taste like nacho cheese. There's a nacho cheese way of putting together the seasonings and spices. So that has about 3 more minutes to evaporate the water. Well, the dough ball has about that much time then to continue rising a little bit or absorbing all the water. I could mix some scrambled eggs into it, but I don't think I want any eggs in it. I want it to taste like nacho cheese to, I don't think eggs would add to that flavor. So when I'm done making the chili, then I'll set it aside and then make the paleo cheese. And then I'll just fold them together. I won't really mix very heavily. And I'll season the crackers with the same spices I'll put in the chili. So I'll just sprinkle the spices on the crackers when they're done so the spices won't burn while they're baking. So the timer's on 13, so now I'll add tomato paste and water. So I'll use a little more than 5 ounces of the kind of tomato paste that doesn't have anything else added to it. And a cup of plain water. And I'll stir it up good. And add the spices and seasonings while the flaxseed dough ball continues rising a bit. So I'll add 4 pinches of Himalayan pink salt. And a few sprinkles of ground black pepper. And then there's the nacho cheese powder. well, let's see. 1 tablespoon of tomato powder. I don't know how much tomato paste there is. Well, anyway, I'll just add a little of each. I don't think I need to measure it. So it says nutritional yeast, paprika, onion, garlic, oregano, cumin. So I'll just add a little of each. Without the tomato powder, since it already has the tomato paste in it. So it's like a nacho cheese chili kind of thing. So I'll just sprinkle. Oh, that's not open. Let's see. Sprinkle. Where did I put it? Use it all. Just used it like this. So I'll just sprinkle a few shakes and paprika. Well, a lot to make it good and spicy. And it says garlic. Not too much garlic. I don't want it too garlicky, just a little garlic. And onion powder. Not too much onion either. I don't want it too oniony. And let's see, it said oregano and cumin. Look at there. Oregano, cumin, onion, garlic, paprika. So, several chunks of oregano. And then cumin. Oh, I'm out of cumin, so I'll just use chili powder because it has cumin in it. I did that last night and it turned out to be a good mixture. So several shakes of chili powder. It tasted kind of like nacho chili flavor or something. Well, it also tasted kind of like sour cream and chai, nacho cheese flavor. So let's see. Oh, the other thing is nutritional yeast. If you don't add that, it doesn't taste like nacho cheese. You have to have the nutritional yeast in it for that cheesy flavor. And I'll just add whatever, a couple inches of it. Yeah, now I'm starting doing that all that now. Then I'll try and see. That's good and spicy. Alright, so I was there thinking a little, not too much, just into a chili kind of texture. And now I'll get back to my flaxseed. It has simmered for well over 10 minutes, so I think it's puffy enough now. So now I can start preheating the oven, and this time for good, and again at 25 minutes on 350 Fahrenheit. So I'm going to roll out 2 sheets of flaxseed meal, 1/2 portion of the bowl per sheet, and sandwich each sheet. Well, actually, what I did was I didn't leave the charm on, so I'll remove the charm of each sheet after I roll them between the sheets. So I'll roll half of the ball per sheet. I'll press it down a little and then add the top sheet of paper. And roll it out. Then I don't have to make it a perfect shape since I'm going to shape it into crackers with the pizza cutter or pizza, whatever it's called, pizza knife or something, pizza slicer. What it's called offhand. So the oven's preheated. So I'll roll it out really thin. They're not so wide of a sheet that it doesn't fit in the oven. So it's about 8 inches, but I don't need it to be a perfect circle since it's not going to be a tortilla. So I'll use the pizza cutter, maybe that's what it's called, and roll out. I could make them triangles. I made them squares last night. Maybe I'll just make them squares, like I did before. Let's see, triangles. Maybe what I had. Go like that. Well, it's just an angle. Oh, it would have to be like in a circle like a pie. So that's one sheet. Okay, so now I'll place, oh, I gotta snip the edges off. Well, I should keep the lid down though. I should preheat over at the end there. Well, I'm snipping painting. And then I'll place the other sheet on top of the other one. It's time for heat. So I placed them both on the rack and then close the oven, wait 25 minutes. That's how long it took last night, so I told the fellas the same thing today. here, the chili's getting thick. So I'll store it and set it aside. To make the cheese. And I'll just leave the residues of the chili in the pot. It doesn't affect the cheese flavor. So I won't chill the chili so it will stay warm before I add the cheese. So now I'll make the cheese. So first I'll mix all the ingredients up in a bowl. Because if I add the glucosamine to the pot without mixing it all up first, it gets too sticky when I add the butter. So first I mix all the dry ingredients, including the glucosamine, to make sure the glucosamine doesn't bind it all up while I'm trying to remove the lumps as I stir it. So I'll add a tablespoon of glucosamine. To serve as the gelatin tart. And I tried out the bowl too, because if I left any part at all, the glucosamine would have gotten too stinky right away to stir. And then the rest of the ingredients, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and 6 tablespoons of desiccated coconut flour, which is the same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 2 eggs, 5, 6, 3/8 of a cup is also 6 tablespoons. Which is the same thing as 1/4 and 1/8 of a cup. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla salt. And I'll whisk it all together to mix it up good. And then I'll drop it into the pot and add 1 cup of water. And stir it up good. And then I'll add 1 more cup of water. And stir it up good again, removing all the lumps as I stir. Whisking it might make it easier if I use a plastic wig so I don't mar the part. Let's see if whisking is easier or not. Well, at first, but then it starts stiffening up so then I can't whisk it anymore. So I'll just go back to the stove. But it does help to loosen it up more quickly to start with the whisk. The lumps are smoothing out more quickly. Then I'll set it on the browning setting and continue stirring to smooth it out even more completely. Into a mashed potato kind of texture in the appearance and flavor even as well actually. It's kind of like a mixture of mashed potatoes and cheese flavor in between mashed potatoes and cheese. So now that all the lumps are smoothed out, I think I'll just let it simmer a little, covered. And the chips are almost done. So I'll let them cool on a rack. that's the top layer. And how's the bottom layer? Did it work? Yeah, the bottom layer got crispy too. They do need spices, so I think what I'll do is sprinkle the spices and seasonings on them now as they cool. Himalayan pink salt, a pinch on each sheet of crackers. Some ground black pepper. Some garlic powder. Some onion powder. It could be mixed up in a separate container and then just sprinkled all mixed up together. But this is just another way of doing it. Chili powder. Oregano. And I think there's everything. It's the cumins and the chili powder. Oh, nutritional yeast. Can't forget that. Alright, so back to the cheese. think it cooked long enough. Alright, so now I'll put this together. Well, actually not yet because I want to fry the eggs. So I'll stir the crackers again and work on the fried eggs. So I'll scoop the cheese into a container. I could make a cheese soufflé since there's some cheese still in the container. I could use some of the cheese to make a soufflé. I think I'll do that. So I'll crack 4 rings into a bowl. Now add a little bit of water. I don't know how much it was. It's like an eighth of a cup, I think. So now eat them thoroughly. They also need salt and pepper. A pinch of Himalayan pink. And some black pepper. It's foaming on top, so now I'll add a little of the cheese, a big spoonful, might be enough. And now I'll beat some more. I think I could use some more cheese, so another big spoonful, I think. Beat some more to make it thick and cheesy. Not real thick, just thicker than just eggs. Kind of like a soup kind of thickness. And now there aren't any more lumps. Well, there are lumps. It's well dispersed. I don't think you can really get the lumps out since it's cheese. So now I'll around the part on the browning starting and pour the eggs and cheese mixture into the pot. So I'll cover it and leave it alone a few minutes to see what I'm doing. to be a while. Still liquid. I guess the browning setting is okay. There. So, let's see. I guess I'll start making my nacho cheese and crackers. Let's see. I guess what I'll do is set the crank. Well, if I want to dim the crackers, maybe I should just leave the crackers centered. Or maybe I could, but I want them to stay crispy, so maybe I'll put them in a bowl. And dry those so they won't get soggy in any liquid. The souffle, I think I'll just leave separate. So I think I'll just sprinkle the crackers into the bowl. They feel off. Maybe the bottom layer could have gotten crispier. It's still soft actually. In fact, they were crisper. Comment down below. Actually, it would be better just to do it over again if I cook both at the same time. These are crispy. Mmm. Good. See how the ends come very thick and to souffle. So I think I'll add half of the cheese, or maybe I'll just add all of the cheese, and then if I can't eat it all, I'll just save what I can't eat to a plate. I'll just spread it around the plate. And then I'll pour the chili over it. And spread it around. But then I want cheese and chili, so I'll fold the two together gently. And I think I'll just dump it all into a bowl. See how it tastes. Now the crackers are too fragile. I think I'll just mix it all together then. And dump it back onto the plate. I like it. It's good. It's a good nacho chili. The flaxseeds are done. They aren't coming anything gooey. Excellent. Gotta save room for souffle. So let's see how that's coming along. Oh, it's puffy. Don't know if it's done, but I don't know why it wouldn't be. There's no liquid. It's a real puffy souffle. I think it's done. I think I'll drop it onto a plate now. If it does drop onto a plate without sticking, there is some sticking. The sticking part I could have avoided maybe with perhaps some oil. Let's see if it scrapes off. Well, yeah, it's scraping off alright, but I would prefer not sticking. But it's alright. It won't be hard to clean, at least. So let's see what they're on with. I mean, their souffle tastes like. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, I ran out of powder. It's excellent. Fluffy and light and delicious. Both of these dishes are excellent. I'm not disappointed at all with either one of these dishes. I did it right this time. And they go very well together, actually. Creamy. Mm. Excellent. Maybe I can save half of each for dinner. I could eat all of it, but that's just because it's so good. I don't really need all of it. One of these. That's going to be a good dinner. That's one of the best meals I've ever made, if not the very best. So there's my Paleo, Nacho, Chili, and Soufflé.